Okay, good evening, Pute. Let's start. Right. Last day, we have discussed about the workbook part as well as the paper. Previous week, we have discussed about the paper. And now we have officially finished the first two lessons. We have to start the lesson number 3, which is word processing, right? So that is the lesson that we are going to start today. So please turn the page number. That is your page number 34, word processing. And if so, please let me know if there are any students who missed the first few lessons, first lesson and the second lesson. If you missed that, please let me know, because then right. So if you miss first two lessons, please let me know. I'll conduct you a special class or individual class and cover the lessons that you missed. I have already informed you this actually 1 month ago. I have informed the same. So if you missed that, right? If you missed the lessons, please send me a message. Then I can cover the lessons by doing an individual class or a special group class. But what you have to do is you have to send me a message saying we missed lesson number 1 or lesson number 2 or both. So then I'll cover that. Already some students have sent that. So you can also send that. So if you are joining to this class in the middle, then you can also inform, then I can cover the lesson. Okay, so let's try the heading. So tut is ready, but still I have not sent it because need to do some updates. So I'll be sending that by next week. So please write the heading. For the moment, you can write down everything in your writing book. Right, please write there. Word processing applications. Word processing applications. Word processing applications. Under that, you can write down this. Word processing was done using manual methods in the ancient history, in the ancient era. Words and symbols are very important in communication. With the invention of the computer, with the invention of the computer, there were considerable improvement of word processing. There were considerable improvements of word processing. Initially, in word processing, initially, command line interface, you can say CLI. Initially, command line interface, CLI, tools were used but it was gradually replaced with GUI, or you can say graphical user interface tools. Right? Okay, please write down this. Okay, another part, another thing, small thing. The application used in, or applications used in electronic word processing are categorized under application software. Okay, please write down this quickly and let me know once you're done. I'll explain. So what is this and what is CLI, what is GUI? So what is word processing? Basically, what kind of activities are done in word processing? I'll explain that after you finish writing. Right. Basically, the word processing means basically, so what you can do with words. So the language basics, you know, any language, any formal language, it has letters. These letters are used to form words. The words are used to form phrases and sentences. These sentences are used to create paragraphs, writings, maybe technical writings, essays, lyrics, poems. So a lot of compositions will be there. Anyway, we consider those as meaningful or information. Word processing is anyway generating these meaningful text or meaningful literature from initially using these text words, or you can say even letters. And the CLI, command line tool, means something we can use in the command prompt, something like this. In terminal is a command line interface. Now you have in your computer, that is command prompt. In this command prompt, everything can be done using commands, only using the commands. So that is called command prompt, command line interface. Let's say I want to see what are the files available. I can say ls. I want to get the details, ls minus l. So it will give me the details. This looks like tabular format. This is also kind of word processing. Okay, let's say I want to find out whether I can connect to Google. So I can ask ping www.google.com, and it's indicating whether I can connect with Google, google.com. So it's indicating I can connect with Google. So likewise, so everything, then if I ask ATTRIP, no, but ls minus l will display the attributes. In ATTRIP will work with command line, but no need to learn this now. Just get an idea. Command line interface is interface that you are not using any pointing device, mouse. No, you are not using that. Instead of that, you used to type the commands. Instead of this, you used to type the commands. That is your command line interface. And graphical user interface is this. In this graphical user interface, you have menus, icons, graphics, formatting. Right? You can see these icons, menus, graphics, so shapes. These things are there in the graphical user interface, which is easy. GUI or CLI, which is easy. Graphical user interface or command line interface. Yes, which is easy. Is it GUI or CLI? Yes. Come on, Pute, you need to talk. Which is easy? Is it graphical user interface or command line interface? What do you think?
Graphical user interface.
Yes, obviously it's graphical user interface because, right? Because you can see the graphics. These graphics are meaningful. Graphics are meaningful. You can use graphics, and by clicking, right clicking, by moving mouse, you can get idea about the interface. No need to remember the commands. So GUI is easy. Now most of the tools that we see are GUI. Earlier days, I can remember I used a software called WP Word Perfect 51 or Word Perfect 5.1. So sometimes called 5.1. This is Word Perfect 5.1, which is the initial format of Word. That is command line. Word Perfect 5.1, which is a GUI version, graphical user interface. It is using command line. You can see everything is organized in the command line interface. This was what I learned in my school when I was little kid like you. But now we have some other GUI tools like Word. What are the tools that we have? Word processing tools. Can you name a few? Yes. Can you name a few software tools that we can use? Yes, please. Name a few software, word processing software that you know.
MS Word.
Yes, Microsoft Word. Okay, anything else?
Open Office Writer.
Open Office. Right. Yes, that is also correct. Okay, let's write some examples. Example, Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word. I think you become a bit lazy. No one is talking now. Why is that? When you update your grade from grade 7 to grade 8, when you were in grade 7, you were asking a lot of questions. But when you are in grade 8, is something happening to you? Like, is it some kind of a genetical change or so sometimes that can happen, right? Then maybe your voice has changed, so you don't like to talk much. So, but not in grade 8. I think the voice is changing when you're in grade 9, right? So I don't know whether your voice has changed like a parrot and you are not. So now you don't like to expose your voice. So anyway, try to talk to this because I really like your nature. So when I was starting classes 2 years ago, right? I started 3 years ago, but you joined basically 2 years. Some of you joined 1 year ago now. When you start that, I really like the nature. You were really talking and asking questions. Now what has happened to you? I'm not discouraging you, right? I'm not discouraging you. I really like if you can talk. Okay, tell me, Microsoft Word. Anything else? Abby Word. Open Office Writer.
LibreOffice
Writer. Yes, Word Perfect.
Apple Pages.
Apple Pages.
Google Docs.
iWork Pages, right? Apple, or sometimes it's called iWork.
Sir.
Yes.
Google Docs.
Google Docs. Yes, exactly. Google Docs is a cloud software. Cloud software. Cloud software means you don't want to install that. And there's something called LibreOffice. LibreOffice Writer. Okay, these are some examples. WordPad. Even you can take Notepad, but that is not an advanced tool. That is very kind of it's a beginner tool. So it has very few features, but still those are word processing software. Can be used to process words.
So WPS Office.
WPF, yes. WPF.
Word Perfect.
Yes, Word Perfect. I think I have written here. WPS Writer, right?
The Apple Keynote.
Yes. Keynote can be taken, but that is similar here. WPS Office. So WPS Office. So is it Word or Writer?
Sir, it have PowerPoint, Excel, like
Yeah, it has all these things, but I'm asking what is the name? Is it like it's known as Writer or Word?
Word.
Word. Is it?
WPS.
WPS Office is the entire package, Pute. WPS Office කියන්නේ මුළු package එක. But just wanted to know whether what are the like categories available. It's Writer, right? Here, it's Writer. Writer, presentation, spreadsheet, PDF. It's Writer. That's why I asked whether it's a Writer or Word. It is Writer. So there is a specific name. So normally, because this word is basically copyrighted by Microsoft, therefore others are not using that word. WPS Writer is the correct word. Okay. Please write down these examples. So then, facilities provided by these software word processing applications. Okay, so what do you think? What are the facilities? So I'll give you a practical exercise. If you have to stay until the end of the class, because at finally I will explain you some practical usage of this, and I'll give some practical exercise. But first of all, we need exercise. We need to learn about the platform. That's why I'm doing the theory first, then we'll move to the practical. So what are the facilities provided by this word processing applications?
Prepare documents.
Creating, so simple, the very first thing is creating.
Sir, accurating work
Yes.
done by the computer.
Editing, saving, like protecting, printing, maintaining, managing documents. So that is number one, right? So what is done by word processing is this. The second thing that you said, exporting, yes. Yes, you need to write that. You need to write down this, because still the note is not available to you. You need to write that. I'll give the final note next day. Okay, what else?
Create tables.
Yeah, creating tables. Anything else?
Copying, pasting, moving text within a document.
That is basically editing, right?
Formatting document.
Editing again. Those are editing.
Calculate words and pages.
Yeah, you can see calculating words, lines, and pages. Correct. Anything else? Artificial intelligent integration. It has added some artificial intelligent features. Likewise, like it can auto-correct these things. So that is when you type something like this in the word, so it's auto-correct into smiley. So not here, here in MS Word. Not in the Google Docs.
Checking spellings.
Colon and bracket. You can see the smiley will come. The next one, colon and the bracket other side. this one will come. So if I type triple asterisk, a line will come. Triple equal signs, this will come. Triple dashes, this will come. Likewise, it's like it has some AI features. It can think and do. Equal RAND. A random paragraph will come. Equal RAND. I can control the randomness. I can say two paragraphs each with 3 lines. Rand. 2 paragraphs each with 3 lines. Yes, 2 paragraphs each with 2 lines. Or I can say equal or n. I need a placeholder text in some other language. Then you can see some other text is coming. So likewise, it has some AI features, artificial intelligent features. So these are called AI features. Yes, what else? It can
Checking
be
spellings and grammar.
spelling and grammar checking. Yes, that is also AI feature, but we can separately write the spelling and grammar checking.
Format.
Yes.
Format.
Format, what kind of format? Formatting coming under editing. So anything else? You can predict, you can think,
Creating
Adding
pages.
forms. Yes,
Creative web pages.
creating web pages, correct.
We
You can create web pages. Yes,
can save the document to use it again.
yes, here.
Create links.
Yes, link, resources, and pages. Embed in multimedia, such as images, drawings, shapes, and animations. So please write down. Anything else? Managing extensions and add-ons. That means you can add new features which is developed externally to this application. Here you can see the extensions. You can add app strips, add-ons. It is possible. New features which is externally developed can be added. Mail merge. Generating automatic documents according to a template given and by using a database. Anything else? You can mention today. Let me know once you're done.
Yes, sir.
Finish. Okay, what else you can do? Comparing documents. You can automatically compare documents. And auto-generating table of content. You know, in Sinhala, patuna, table of content, list of figures, acronyms, etc. Then that is also possible. Collaborative editing is possible. That means you can edit the document with some other party. Maybe as a group, you can edit the document. Collaborative editing. Collaborative editing. Adding and using recorded procedures. So I'll explain these things. First of all, please write we call macros. Adding and using recorded procedures or macros. Generating templates. Generating and using templates. Generating and using templates. Reviewing and commenting. Reviewing and commenting. Citation. Citation and referencing. That means we can link some other, some previously wrote or some other literature. We can link some other literature, or we can show that it is taken from some other page. That is citing, citation, referencing. So which is like showing you have taken that from some other thing. Creating lists. Creating lists. Okay, these are the main things. These are the main facilities provided by. These are the main facilities provided by this word processing software. So let's move to the practical part of this. Today we are going to do small practical exercise using this. And so remember that in your book, it is very small lesson. It's a very small, tiny lesson that we have to learn. What is word processing and what are the tasks that you can do using this word? What are the kind of documents? Different document formats are there: letters, newspapers, application forms, invitations, magazines, greeting cards, papers. We can create using this, mails, mail merge, envelopes, right? And then we need to learn about the basic tools that we can use for doing this task and how to do basic operations like undo, redo, copy, paste, cut, and all. Then basic text formatting tools. So that is what we need to learn, and also the alignment and inserting shapes. So that is it. Very simple lesson, but so I'll teach these things step by step. Don't worry, I'll teach these things step by step next day. Let's use this to learn one main practical application. So this is very, very important. So there is a practical application that we can use for that. Actually, this will be needed in your future. So when you want to apply for university or job or any other country, so there is a compulsory task that you have to prepare your CV. We call a curriculum vitae, CV, or biodata sometimes. So that is main task, one of the main tasks that you need to do. Therefore, let's learn about that, even though that is not there in the book. So I'm going to use this template. So this design, basically, so you can use any design. Here you can include your name, Then maybe your future ambition, just mention maybe you want to become a doctor or lawyer or engineer or software developer or ethical hacker or security specialist, whatever. Then you have to include a picture. This you have to submit, right? I'll keep a document, right? So what you need to do is you need to so what is this thing here? All right, okay, right, good that you shared. Okay, then so what we are going to do is we are going to include this. We are going to create this template, your future career ambition or your future goal, then your contact details, your name, your email address, telephone number, and if you have a website, you can mention that. Then you can write about yourself, your education, how you do your primary education and the secondary education, your school and all. Actually, you don't have the experience because you have not worked anywhere, but still you can add your expertise or your interest or maybe your special skills, whether you can dance, whether you can swim, whether you can do some athletics or sports. You can mention here the extracurricular activities that you can mention here. Then the language fluency. So whether you can speak, write, read these languages, what do you think about your fluency and maybe your IT skills. So that also you can mention there. All right, let's start. So this actually you have to submit me as an assignment. So this CV, you need to submit this as an assignment, right? Therefore, all of you need to do this. Not today. Today you are not going to submit this as an assignment, but today you will start. Maybe next week or week after next week, you will submit this as an assignment. Let's start.
Should we upload it to Edmodo? If it's
You should upload that to the that's the nature. Okay, then so let's let's take a new document in MS Word. So if you don't have Word, you can use Google Docs, but I really recommend to use Word. Right? Please open it. To open, you can just search Word. So in Mac also, I can search Word. So in Word, in Windows, you can use Windows searching option to search Word. If you have difficulties, please let me know, then I can help you, right? Any difficulty, please let me know, I can help you, right? Type Word. Okay, after searching that, you can open it and then create a new document. Then create a new document, and here I have that. Okay, let's create this document now. First of all, I have to apply a background color. Right? How do we apply a background color to the document? You can go to layout, design. You can go to here, home, design. Please go to design and page color. You can put this blue color. I hope this is the color, or it is little greenish. You can go more colors from the page color, more colors, then select some greenish. Okay, need dark, need to be dark. Okay, more green, please. So you can think, like, you can apply. Okay, I think I have taken the correct color. So that is your, please go to the design menu, then page color, then go to more colors. From more colors, you can select the color and apply it. That will come to the background. So that is step number one. Please do this. If you have any difficulties, please let me know. Then I can help you correct this. Any difficulties? Please let me know, I can help you. You can share the screen and get the help. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. I hope everybody done this. If you have issues, Tinura, if you are doing using the mobile phone, yes, Yashnit, what is the doubt you have? You can present it. If you are doing using the mobile phone, please use Google Docs. You can do the same using Google Docs, but you need to do something like the things that you have to do may be different from these, but still there is a way to do that using Google Docs in your mobile phone. Okay, then please type your name. Okay, my name is Dasun Nilanjana, and I'm typing that in capital. You can type your name. Please type in capital letters. Right? Then you have to change the font. Go to home. After typing your name, Dasun Nilanjana, then please go to home. And you can see in the home, the first thing that you can see is the font. You can try to apply different fonts from this. You can see Calibri Bold, and there are some other fonts, some single fonts are there. Maybe your one is different from this one, right? Your one is different from this one. So there are different fonts. Your one is different from this one. And try to apply a suitable font. A suitable font. I'm using Arial rounded empty. Okay. Then here the font size. Increase it to 26. Okay, it's okay. 26. Right. Please do that now. Add the font. Change the font using this. Go to the home ribbon. And when you change something, you have to change the font. You have to select it, right? There is a trick. There is a way of selecting. You can triple click on the name. Not double click. Triple click. 1, 2, 3. So, but same time, right? 1, 2, 3. Quickly. Triple click. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Triple click. That will select the name. Double click will select only one name. One word at a time. Double click karot එක වචනය එක වෙලාවට. Here, one word at a time. But if you triple click 1, 2, 3, you can see it will select the entire name. Then change the font and also the size. Do this now. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Any doubts up to now? Okay, now the doubt's going to come because the next is bit difficult task. Let's see who's going to do that. Right? Let's do that now. The next task, that is this white line. This is bit difficult because we can't take this is a designed one. No, this is actually designed using some graphic designing application, but we are going to do that using MS Word. So that is the difficult thing. Graphic designing වලින් කරපු එකක් තමයි අපි Word වලින් කරන්නේ. But we can do that. We can do that. But not the same, but something similar we can obtain. So let's go to insert. From the insert, I'm going to select the shape. Insert, menu, or insert tab, shape. And I'm going to use the curves. You can see there are different shapes. I'm using curve, this curve, right? Curve. Then I'll put some drops. I'm going to start from here, one click, my second click, my third click, fourth click, and the fifth click, sixth click, and I'm finishing it. You can see it's not the same. Surely it's not the same. But I have created a curvy shape, a complete curvy shape. Then from the shape format, I'll select shape fill as white color. Then I'll go to this icon, that is edit shape and edit points. Edit shape, edit points. Using the edit points, I'm going to sharp or I'm going to fine tune this. fine tune this according to my requirement. Okay, this one is here. Put it here. And this one need to be fine-tuned. So let's reduce the size a little. Shape format again, and these curly shapes. Edit points and what is the point? Next point is not visible. Edit points. At this point, I need to like this. Okay. Be careful, right? You have to take this, you have to edit this, but you have to be very careful in editing. Okay, what about this? Still there is a slight change. So this is what they are in the image. And this is what I can see. So let's edit it further. Okay. Edit the points again. Okay, so you can do better than me. So I'm just trying to use basic skills and edit it. So use your design skills here. So if you don't have design skill, use your eye. And I think here's the figure. When you change it, be careful, it's changing the other points.
So can you show the picture?
Yeah, sure. Okay, this is a bit straight now, and okay, I think this will address my issue up to some extent. So this is the picture anyway. This is what I have done. So there are slight, like small issues, slight mistakes, but still something acceptable. Not perfect, but I have done something. So you can also try to do something. So maybe your one will be better than my one. So maybe I can write edutainer. So that is my career. Edutainer. Entertaining education. Entertaining the education. Let's make it small. A little bigger than this, maybe smaller. Okay, another font. Need to shift this to another font using Calibri for that. Okay. You can use the picture, but rather than using a picture, try to use the text and shapes, right? The primary things, primary shapes available in. Okay, this is the picture, full picture. If you want, this is the picture. Take a snapshot of this. This is the final outcome. Try to design the same. So if you are, don't use the designing tools, right? Don't use graphic designing tools. Because if you are using graphic designing tools, it's easy to do this. If you are using Word, it is difficult. Therefore, do not use graphic designing tools. Use Word. Okay, so then please do this as a homework and try to send me, right? Please do this as a homework and try to bring it next week. Don't worry, if you cannot do, I'll help. Next day, I'll take one by one and I'll help. කරගන්න බැරි නම් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ, මම උදව් කරනවා ඊළඟ සතියේ. Okay, then I'll stop from here, Pute. Then good night. See you all next week.